Virgo, I've channeled some messages just from spirit just for you guys to see like what you're personally going through right now. And then I've channeled a message to see the energy coming towards you. Okay, so, but keep in mind, different parts of it might not resonate, and things could be reversed as well. So, first messages that came out for you guys is I'm doing the work, but I'm just getting started. Your big catalyst for change right now is I am never stuck. So I am doing the work. I know that my future self will thank me for the hard work. You're no strangers to hard work. There's no harder working sign in the zodiac than Virgo, I think. You and Capricorn. Leo too, pretty hardworking. But so you're thinking about your future self. I think that you want to look forward to the future right now, and you have a purpose. Like, I know that my future self is going to thank me. If I do the work now, I'll be glad later. So you're doing the work, but you're just getting started. I know that each breath confirms that I am alive and far from finished. So some of you are starting on like some inner work, but you're at the starting point of a journey. You might have been feeling a little stuck right now. What Spirit says is to remind yourself, I know that nothing bad lasts forever, even when my emotions tell me otherwise. Yeah. Really trying to acknowledge the feeling of being stuck at different times, and knowing that if you just get yourself started and put the work in now, any bad feelings that you've been having, you can let them go, and that the truth is you're never really stuck. Also, from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, messages for you from Spirit, how they see you, how your guides see you right now is confront, which is the moon, sadness and isolation, which is the Three of Swords in reverse, good, 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 the world, embrace, and the star, 17, healing. The bottom of the deck is detach, death. Wow, that's lots of major arcana. First of all, you are going to be overcoming feelings of pessimism and like sadness. This says sadness and isolation, but it's in the reverse. So the card's still here. It's just that you're working your way through that. I love how the moon says confront in this deck. Like you're confronting. I notice there's a man looking and it looks like his inner child. So confronting some things that are filled with heavy emotion, they've been confusing you, a lot of cyclical emotions and things that you're confronting within. I see you embracing healing and just letting go. Just working on letting stuff go. Doing a lot of life review, realizing you can break these chains. Some of you have Scorpio or Aquarius in your chart, maybe Pisces as well. You could be dealing with those zodiac signs, but like, it's just this tectonic breath. You are ready to start like detaching and healing. I think that like, I would have liked to have seen an ace here for you, but I do have the Ace of Wands over here. Like, I see you going in a good direction, but starting out mid-month with like embracing these healing journeys and these spiritual lessons. It's all about confronting, detaching, embracing and healing, and overcoming sadness and isolation and just letting stuff go. It's just a beginning for you. But life messages right now, what came out for you is the masculine, growth, and acceptance. The catalyst or the challenge is truth. Okay, so whenever the masculine card comes out, it's like we have messages about a masculine. That could be you, or that could be someone in your energy. So the masculine in this situation is in a period of growth. Acceptance is needed at this time, but a challenge for you is the truth. You're not really sure if this person's telling you the truth or not. Or being able to just accept your own truth, like acceptance of truth, acceptance of what is. This person's not being 100% honest with you or themselves, Virgo. I feel like you have a masculine around you that's kind of stubborn because someone's like, meh, and there is a missing you. Or this could be your energy, this could be their energy, it could be mutual. When we are so distracted by the past, and in particular the sweet memories and the memories of love, it can make it really distracting moving forward. Like if this is you, Virgo, there's these 3 cups in front of you. That's the 3 cups from the card, the 3 of Cups. So different people to talk to, collaborate with, date, just fun, anything other than sitting under a tree, right? But when someone is very nostalgic, it can sort of, I feel like the cup that's being handed to him, that he won't take, but that he like can't get off his mind is these memories. So someone's nostalgic. The past is sort of holding someone back. They're thinking about you. They might be missing you. Maybe you're missing them. I do have the Eight of Wands here, which tells me something about messages. There could have been a Cancer involved, the Devil, and the Lovers. Okay. Capricorn, Gemini, or Cancer here. If this is towards you, they think about spending time with you. And when they do spend time with you, they're kind of like a moth to a flame, or this is something that they want. The Devil and the Lovers together is pretty intense, but it's not always healthy. Like we do need to come out of that phase, right? So a lot of doubles came out. Overall energy for the person around you is the Seven of Swords and the Moon. The way they're feeling is the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You're being seen as the Hermit. I'm like, okay, there's Virgo. What you need to know or your advice is Temperance. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, and the final outcome is the Ace of Cups. This person's interesting. This person's definitely interesting. I think they're being stubborn. I think that they put you up on some kind of a pedestal, and I think that they're comparing themselves to you, and it makes them feel insecure and guilty in some way. You could give them a cup of love, but they won't accept it, but they sure as hell don't want to see you open up to new love with anyone else. If any of you are starting any kind of a new cycle in your life that makes you feel confident, where there's a lot of creativity, that ticks them off. I can see it. I'm seeing insecurity and jealousy coming off of a person because their overall action is the Seven of Swords and the Moon, unless they're talking to a Pisces behind your back. But this is, I'm just going to keep this person guessing. They're going to keep you guessing. There's a living in mystery here. But the Seven of Swords always looks pretty calculated. I think this person's definitely insecure. They don't want to be seen. Clarifying this, though, is the Hermit, the Seven of Cups, and the Sun. Okay, when day is night and night is day. The Hermit is here twice. I think they're thinking about you. I think they're overwhelmed and confused. I think they have a lot of choices and they're looking for something that will bring in clarity and make them happy. But the truth is, like, that's what they're doing underneath, Virgo, and you need to know that. I consider this a relatively positive card combination. Like, if the first card out is the Hermit, okay, someone's doing self-reflection. It's a little overwhelming. I also think this person might have a very rich fantasy life. They're looking for positivity. They're looking for clarity. They may be curious to know what's going on with you because that's you as the Hermit. And I also think that when they think about you, it makes them happy. They just don't want to admit that on the surface, or it's like their visceral reaction to their own thoughts and feelings is to kind of run away. They kind of run away from you. There's stuff about money and finances here for this person. But, you know, when I'm reading for an earth sign, sometimes pentacles come out even to like physically represent like the weight and merit and value of our emotions. So the way this person feels is the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. They might have owed you some money. Maybe if you guys are in an ongoing relationship with one another, it's like there is equal give and take, but it's like they pay the bills and then they rest. I think this person might be having some financial struggles at this time. Like they're making ends meet, but not really. They have something to give, but not a lot. And they are somewhat stressed out. They might be working less than they typically work right now. Because this could be anything. Bills, child support. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles just feels like emotional breadcrumbing. I do see a person giving, or maybe they're on the receiving end and then they just need to chill. Clarifying this, though, is the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, Virgo, what you need to know is you might be dealing with a person who plays out these repetitive cycles and behavior patterns where they don't have a thrive mindset. They have a fixed lack mindset. They probably can't really get ahead financially. Things could be doing better for them. They probably don't want to admit that to you either, with the Seven of Swords showing up here twice. I think that this person wants to be happy and wants to bring their A game, but I think they're having some personal issues here. Now, you're being seen as the Hermit. Wise and mature, safe, dependable, earnest, predictable. Clarifying this is the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Shoot, who wouldn't want that? You look gorgeous. This is how they see you when they look at you. They see you as doing very well financially. They see you as maybe having a really beautiful family. Maybe the two of you are married. This could be a family member even. Or this is just how they see you, dressed well. Virgo is always so beautiful. So beautiful is Virgo. Even if you take like a really minimalist approach to like your look and your life, you're still like so beautiful. Family, happiness, and predictable with the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles will stay really close to home. It doesn't feel the need to rebel against any of this. Who would rebel against that? Wisdom, stability, security. Yeah, and what you see is what you get with you. This person may live nearby you. Now, it's possible that you've helped this person financially in some way. This makes them stressed out if you have helped them. I notice that Virgos are often incredibly generous people. I was actually married to a Virgo for 12 years. He was a very generous person. He still is. I love Virgo. One of my kids is Virgo too. Very generous, very giving, very nurturing. So you might have been helping them, but to a degree, they're having a hard time finding their happy place. And you represent all of this stability. Either that or they just see you that way. They may think you're doing a lot better than they are. What you need to know, or your advice, is temperance. Clarifying this is the Three of Wands, which flipped into the reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. Some of you are really nervous that this person's going to communicate with you, and you're struggling to think about the future at this time. Like you feel like your wings are clipped with all this. You're not imagining a future, and you're really worried about communication. But if this isn't you, this is what you need to know about them. They're going to be calm, cool, and collected on the surface, but underneath, there is pessimism here. If you're far away from them, or they can't even think about their own future, they have a lot of racing thoughts. They're worried about some messages that are going to maybe come back and forth between the two of you. They're waiting for some messages to come in. I mean, with this Eight of Swords and Eight of Wands, that's all like a rapid heart rate, racing thoughts. I don't have the Nine of Swords, but I got to tell you, Virgo, this person on the surface is going to be rather mysterious with you mid-month. This is intentional, but underneath, they're wound up about a lot, which is why I do this spread and clarify. And then the final outcome is the Ace of Cups. Now, I always notice the Ace of Cups is coming in towards temperance here, but the Ace of Cups is like a brand new beginning in love. I'm hearing it's not so much like a new relationship necessarily, but like a new start for you where your heart chakra is open and you're feeling really creative. You came out as the Queen of Wands twice here, and your temperance as well. So this could be your energy. But with the Ace of Cups, I have the Five of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Swords. This is spying and maybe some jealousy, or like, God damn it, a part of them is a little possessive and jealous. I don't think it's that this person doesn't want to see you independent, strong, happy, doing well. It's that every time they see your confidence go up and your heart chakra open, they freak out a little bit and they keep an eye on you. Interesting. Yeah. And it's like any messages back and forth between the two of you, this person's going to wear a mask for sure. I know they are, because the untold truth of their heart is pretend, mask, exaggerate, and bluff, conflicted, multiple choices, inconsistency, and decisions, and then longing, aching, pining, past love. If y'all are in a relationship, they might be longing for an ex or thinking about an ex, and that might be that. But don't get paranoid about that. I don't want to make you paranoid about that. A lot of people think about their exes. It's Mercury retrograde. We just finished Venus retrograde. You know, a lot of retrograding planets this year, and there still are. But this person is pretending. They are conflicted. They're conflicted about something. And they have choices here that they're overwhelmed by. They struggle to feel calm when they think about the future. They long for something or someone. The truth is only you. Okay. But then the masculine is frozen. Okay. They're frozen, but while they're frozen, they might lose you. And I do see that even if they do communicate with you, they are not going to be honest with you. But what else they have to say is lost. I feel lost without you, focused on money. I'm currently focusing on my career and finances. My main priority is financial stability. Yes, I can see it. Because they want to be the Nine of Pentacles with you or for you, or they want to be that Nine of Pentacles just like you are, but they're struggling with money and finances. There's a discrepancy here in the Pentacle realm. Like this is barely having enough and this is having it all. So when they look at you, they may want to have something like this with you, but they're not. So just know that like they may be trying to figure out how to make it on their own financially. Maybe this is one of your kids. It could be, because I do have a knight here, but then ghosted. I'm sorry, I disappeared. I need to get away and clear my head. You're so special. They think you're really special. They've never felt an energy like yours before. They can't get enough of it. They think you're divine. And they feel lost without you, but they're pulling back and ghosting you because they're feeling really insecure about like their ability to have like a good earning potential. Their 6th house and their 10th house might not look as good as yours, which is like daily work, habits, what they devote themselves to, and career and prestige. Here's their overall energy. The 7 of Pentacles, they sit here and think. The Knight of Pentacles, well, they romanticize. The Queen of Pentacles, that's you, and the Moon. I think that they are definitely moody and dreamy over you with the Moon and the Knight of Cups. And you're right here in the middle of it. I was like, what's the Moon? And I have the Star, the 9 of Swords, and the Empress. I feel like these cards are both you, unless these are 2 different women for them. One of them is you, and one of them might be a Taurus or a Libra. That could be a mother figure as well. It's like Virgo, they really want to pour it on here with you, but they might be worried about you taking care of them financially, or maybe you have high standards and high expectations. I'm an Empress as well. We usually do. It's like they're hopeful for this, but I think this person just doesn't. Sometimes I feel like this person sometimes doesn't think very highly of themselves, and they don't want to lose you. Your response to this is like, you know what? I don't think you're focused on this right now. It's like you're aware of it, but you are focused on yourself. You've got all these spiritual lessons going on, like confronting, detaching, releasing, embracing, healing, getting over pessimism. And in the meantime, they're like, oh, please don't you dare like be confident in front of me. That just triggers me and makes me feel insecure about myself. That's what's happening. But your Temperance too. You're like, whatever. This might be you you're like, I'm not standing here thinking about a future with you. And I'm actually worried about you messaging me and what I'll even say to you. Because this is cold shoulder. I'm not going to have a huge emotional response to you. I'm picking a path that's in alignment with my goals. I have decisions to make too. And 10 of Wands, I think that there's like a lot you need help with right now. Virgo, you're definitely doing the inner work. I give you high marks for being such a sustainer. Look at this person carrying it all on their own. Virgo, are you asking your kids to help you carry in the groceries? Do you have an assistant at work? This guy's always like, we're like, do you need help? No, I'm good. Are you sure? That's like a lot. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I'm sorry. This is so you, Virgo. Everyone else is a whiner. I work my ass off and I don't complain. That is Virgo all day long. You're like, I have my own shit to take care of here. I'm not asking for help. I'm not whining. I'm divinely guided. I'm picking my path. I have a lot of choices in front of me. I'm trying to let go of some stuff, but it's a struggle for you to let go of stuff. I think that I notice Virgos never want to burden anybody else. Some of you are like moving. You'll be doing stuff in the yard this week. You're like, I'm going to do all the landscaping myself, all of it. I'm cleaning out the garage. I saw someone cleaning out a garage. Like, watch out for bringing all your burdens in with you to your new choices, because look at him going right into all the choices in the clouds here. So I was like, all right, what's this about? And I have the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Snap. Nice. You want to start something new in your life that makes you feel really independent, really strong, really confident, and makes you feel really good about yourself. This is, I got the girl, I got the guy, I got the job, I'm up on my high horse, I see you people seeing me, I'm surveying my crowd, I act as if I'm really proud. I feel like a lot of you mid-month are going to really put yourself out there if you identify as the queen. It's also possible this is a person that you line up with. But I feel like this is you. I feel like, Virgo, you're more focused, like you have Sagittarius energy. Fire signs have a very strongly defined sense of self. They love people and they nurture people, but not at the expense of like their own exciting new beginnings. I feel like these new beginnings are yours. And I feel like you just have your own thing going on. Because these two cards are kind of ignoring this person. You're not coming in and being their mommy and nurturing them. You're like excited about stuff. And I feel like this person does want to pull you in. Like, no, I'm so idealistic and so emotional right now. I feel like they want a lot of nurturing energy from women at the moment. This masculine is growing, but they're anxious. I think they don't want to lose you. But I also think that they're not willing to be completely honest about like who they are. If it's in reverse and you're the masculine and you're dealing with a feminine, we could even have same sex here. When I get the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, if it's a feminine or someone identifies as that, she does have her money and her money on her mind, but she might live beyond her means and she needs to rope that in. Or maybe worried about like lifestyle choices and stuff like that and adjustments with finances. And you're going in this very different direction. So that's what's going on right now, Virgo. I do see that there's going to be communication. But don't be surprised if when you communicate with this person, they're not really honest with you about how things are going in their life. And just know that the person that they want you to be isn't who you are right now. And they're only pulling back and ghosting because they're lost and they need to be focused on money. And I definitely think they compare themselves to you. What they don't realize is that like you're not dramatic people and you're really nurturing and you're really sweet. Don't let this person distract you with like their passive aggressive communication. I think they do that because they might be threatened and feeling jealous. Yeah, they're pulling back and telling me to stop. They're saying, you know everything you need to know. Okay. All right, Virgo, I hope this resonated for you and I hope it helped. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Virgo Nation. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.